These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Pretty solid return here. They got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And some space here. Now they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. This running game is so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Colts in 10-1 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. On 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. The guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field when there's traffic, he delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On the ground with a tight end. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Go! Liking 18!
Richardson looking to throw. And here he hits. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Richardson working from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown. Tyler Warren, his 9th touchdown this season. And the Colts take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. And that is off the left. Right, it's no good. some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He's got a first and maybe more. And for a Miami touchdown. Ray McLeod, 59 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Let's go. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Here we go.
Now it's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Didn't go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off the middle, here's Taylor. And they're going to lay over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
Ready! Ready!
Richardson to throw off play action. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle.
And the lead is updated. Dolphins 14, Colts 6. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this week. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's now out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They go play action with Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Miami defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? And too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. Everybody's standing making big mistakes out of mistakes against you.
Defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And they get to him quickly as he stops right around the 13. Just a yard of a pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
That's a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1 yard gain. Touchdown of the game. And the Colts are back within a couple of the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
70.
Richardson will throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So they'd like to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone's good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. These two teams all tied after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. A lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
The completion on first didn't get much. Another run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Panther 50. Panther 80.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On now the Miami field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they're able to get that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Richardson looking to throw this. Pass complete to Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45, 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So they block on a big-time running play and create extra space. You've got to hit the jackpot there. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you want, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do. I know the hard times are approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his big catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the shotgun, Richardson. It's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I should probably sign ahead, boy, because
Ready.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Taking no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And it's complete to Mitchell. And here goes a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he did.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And now Mitchell, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption from both sides right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one, a gain of 20 in a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this done to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still got to like the way they're moving football.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and 3.
Come on, come on.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ready? Cougar 19. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He will push his way down to about the 14. They'll get 4 back there on the run, and now they're looking up with a 3rd and 12 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And Madden's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. He took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
8 yards.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now they get the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Big Lion. Ready, ready.
They'll set up a throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
2nd down, another run to Taylor. And nowhere for him to go again. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Richardson. Missed him, and it's
Nothing else. They were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Well, it'll be put in the books as a 53-yard run, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now back to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking
on this drive.
Ready, go.
Now we give to Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Off-play action, Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Richardson to throw. And this pass broken up. Contact with no time there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
2nd and 11. Right side, and that's complete. And just the football before it's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready,
Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
18 Cardinal. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 37. It's 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And the Dolphins.
That's a play that likely to be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got an open man. It's McLeod. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his 1st. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. He's got the hook up to the cloud. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
That's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logically, logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. And pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Block them all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3, and I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, the field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Richardson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
70, go!
Now Richardson. Manuel hits him in stride. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce. Didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted. And he's got room. He's on his way.
Quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Now it's Richardson. This will be swinging out wide for Taylor. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle. Coming to an okay game.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Richardson, shotgun on third down. And that is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the point. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
That's their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much. Down the numbers. There he goes. All the way in for the Miami touchdown. De'Ami Brown, 68 yards. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Keeps the score. Colts 31. Dolphins 29. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
35-yard line.
They get to the butt. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. What was used the second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to keep it in the gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
This is the worry because sometimes you get roots are predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
A short one there, caught by Warren. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 11.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Yeah, so frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps stops here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A 2-yard loss.
The Dolphins going to take their second
It's
timeout.
3rd and 11.
That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Here we go.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he backs it away and falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Got it in. It's Brown. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's good.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
First down, Dolphins.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Back all 80. Gary Ryan.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And we'll get this out of the 33. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
65.
He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Here's 1st down.
The Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard
Hawk
line.
70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. And quick throw there is incomplete.
Intended for
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
It's on 2nd down.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
3rd and 5.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, certainly those.
Defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blocking 18.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This is 1st and 10.
Warriors 17. Ready.
Richardson to throw it. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars, get the ball to them in open space, and let them do what they do.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on.
Now Richardson. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
All that drink you gotta check. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. That's complete to Mitchell. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down.
Go. 18 Cardinal.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today.